Hello, 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 and welcome to the Connecting Faith and Business weekly interview. We're so excited that we have the upcoming Connecting Faith and Business Summit coming up. I want to make sure that comes up. There we go. On October 8th, October 11th, from 2 p.m. registration starts till 8 p.m. It's going to be an afternoon and evening of so many blessings. I'm going to be having the founder of the Connecting Faith and Business Conference, or Summit, I should say, joining me in a few minutes. And I'm so excited to introduce her. Hilda Kennedy is her name. She's also the president of a wonderful organization called AMPAC that is impacting so many lives here in the Inland Empire, the state of California, across the country, but I just know her here in Southern California. So I will be introducing her when she comes on board, but I just wanted to give you a little tease of what we're going to be talking about. It's going to be a very short interview today, as Hilda is very busy getting ready for this event, but I want you to know that you can get updates to your phone. If you text the word faith to the number 71441, you have a chance not only to win, but you will also have a chance to get updates and invitations. There'll be a link so you can give it the event a review. If you've been before, this is the 11th annual Connecting Faith and Business Summit. If you have been before, we would love for you to give us a review on our Facebook page that this is broadcasting from. So just click over on the left-hand side, and there's a little button that says reviews, and you just type out from your heart what you felt like the event meant to you, how it impacted your life and your organization. And we would just love to spread the word about how amazing this conference is. I have now been, I think, 3 times. This year I'm a sponsor. I'm just so honored to be a part of it. It has blessed me beyond measure. Every time I go to this conference, I come back so filled with the Holy Spirit. I'm like, I want to be like all these companies when I grow up. And I've been in business for 30 years. Absolutely crazy. So make sure you text the word faith. If you can read this down below here, text the word faith to the number 71441, and you have a chance to win. And there'll be some prizes at the event. So I just wanted to let you know, but you'll also be getting alerts. So we're going to be talking today a little bit about, I'm going to hide this real quick. We're going to be talking about what a faith-based, say that 3 times fast. What a faith-based business is. What is it? What is a faith-based business? So a lot of people might talk about that, but you're really going to learn what the meaning is there and how you can really keep Christ at the center of your business, which is amazing. You're going to be learning from other business leaders. You're going to be meeting industry experts. I don't know why one was small, one was large. You are going to be learning best practices from other people in maybe your industry or other industries. And we're going to be celebrating and connecting with other faith-based leaders, not only in business, but also in churches. So there's going to be so many blessings. My name is Mary Barnett. They call me Mobile Mary. And again, Hilda is having a little trouble getting on this morning. So it just isn't in the cards. But today at noon, we're going to be having another one of our speakers. His name is Len Cooper, talking about the blessings of mentorship. So I'll be back at noon on the same channel here on this page, interviewing him and what that really means and how you could possibly become a mentor in your business and in your community, and why it's such a great idea to do that. Also, while we're waiting for Hilda, I'll answer her. She's texting me. Okay, I'm all right, cool. I also wanted to show you the website because this is a great place to go to get some more information. And let's do a split screen here. In fact, let me make myself small. There we go. So I just wanted you to be able to check out this website. Excuse me. So if you go to connectingfaithandbusiness.com, in fact, I wrote that here so you can see that. So if you go to connectingfaithandbusiness.com, you'll be able to see all this great information about the Small Business Summit and how you can register. It's only $35. I mean, it's a bargain. So they just want to get you there to bless you. Also, the weekend before, oh, it looks like this is the weekend after. They're having Business Sundays on October 14th, and they're going to be talking more about that at the event. As you can see here, there's a reminder to text the word faith to the number 71441 to get event updates, give us a review, share with your friends, and send prayer requests. So we would just love if you could do that, because you can actually text back and forth with that with the texting service. And you're going to be learning from business leaders who have successfully connected faith in business and experienced winning results. The Lord has just blessed these companies. There is a company that I was so impressed is the wrong word. I was so awe-inspired by them. And I'm going to butcher this, but I always tell people this. I need to find out this woman's name and her company name, but it was a couple of years ago. They honored this woman who had a company that they create the foundations that go underneath roads. I wish I knew what the term was, and I wish I knew what the company name was. I should have written this down. But anyways, it's the foundational supports that go in the bottom underneath the road, where then they pour the cement and the asphalt, all that kind of stuff on top of it. But the basic foundation is this woman's product. And she has etched scripture in these foundations, and people from all over the world order these from her and lay them in the foundations of our streets. Oh my goodness, I'm getting word that Hilda is ready. Yay. Okay, Hilda, I can see you, but I can only see from your nose up. So tilt your thing a little bit down so we can see you. Awesome. So awesome. Okay, so I'm going to hide the website. I'm so excited. I'm going to be adding you to the broadcast, Hilda. So thrilled that Hilda can join us. She's so busy. And I'm going to, there she is. There she is. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put the website down, and I'm going to make sure. Hi, Hilda. Can you see me?
I can. How are you, Mary?
Awesome. Awesome. I actually just hit us. There you go. I have the website in between us. Tilt your monitor down a little bit so I can see more of your face. Yay.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So there you are. Yay.
Well, I love joining to hear you talk about JC Supply, Connie Lightcap, and the company that does use, it's a steel company, and they do put steel pipes in the ground, and that is the foundation. And of course, they pray over those, and they've received a number of awards and recognition. And she's since sold that company and done very well for she and her family. But they have such a firm commitment to their faith. And the company, JC Supply, that's she and her husband's first name. But it is so important to her that people always can think about Jesus Christ as well. So what a wonderful example you shared and remembered from attending the conferences in the past. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited. In fact, I need to write down that name, because literally I'm always telling people, okay, I don't remember her name, but this is what. And she also, besides, what was the name of the company? JC
Supply.
But they have since sold it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it's blessing the new owners, which is awesome. Yeah. But something else that impressed me is they had a prayer room in their office building. Tell me a little bit about that.
When they moved into their current location, she created a prayer room to give all of her team the option and the opportunity to go in at whatever time they needed and have a time of prayer. And she used that room to pray for her business. And they had some really tough time, if you can think about the steel business and the ups and downs in the economy with the steel business. And today, you know what's happening with steel. So huge for them to have that prayer room. And they saw God move in tremendous ways when there were difficult times in their business that really you had no other explanation. God had to do it. You know, the check that came in the nick of time.
Yeah.
And she shared that so generously at the conference and when we honored her.
I have shivers actually. And that actually just happened to me yesterday in our business. Uh we were praying hard, and the Lord delivered a check, and it was actually the morning that we got the check, our refrigerator died.
Oh, wow.
And that was a personal thing. I'm not even talking about business. Like, really? Like, really? One more thing, it's like everything, boom, 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 the refrigerator died. And then the Lord used that to make it even more of a blessing, because he was like, see, I gotcha. I sent a check. It's all good. So now we
Yeah.
get a new refrigerator. So that's exciting.
And Mary, that's really what we want to accomplish in the conference. We want those God stories to be shared. And we want people to feel the freedom at this conference to be able to do just that as business owners. On our very first conference, we had a speaker. His name is Bob Wolf, and he is decorated military veteran, but a very prominent business leader in this area in Riverside. His company, Germania Construction, has done some incredible development projects throughout this region. And he, in serving in the military, said that if you've ever needed to make payroll, you better know what faith is. Mm. And he also said when they were on the military field, they'd carry a Bible under their hat. And he shared with one of his comrades that he had gotten shot. I think it hit his helmet, but it didn't hurt him. And what he took out of that helmet was a Bible. And he said, in the foxhole, everybody believes God. So this conference and opportunity to connect faith and business is a freedom opportunity for business leaders to say, yes, God did it. And God did it in incredible ways. And people who come to the conference will meet some incredible people. They may not put a scripture up. They may not have stuff written all over their car, but they're living it. They're living it in their business, with their customers, with their vendors, with their employees. They're living it and making a difference to make a community better and a family stronger, because they are our business. They are our community's job makers. They're small businesses. So we're excited.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I was just realizing that this is the 11th annual conference. So that's amazing that you have been doing this so long. Hilda, I didn't get a chance to introduce you. And can you tell a little bit, everybody, this is Hilda Kennedy, the founder of the event, but you also are the president of AMPAC. Can you tell everybody what AMPAC is?
Yeah. AMPAC is, and I like to call us AMPAC Business Capital. We're launching a new marketing campaign and new branding. Our official name is AMPAC Tri-State CDC, and we finance and foster the success of business growth with various loan programs. We specialize in SBA lending, so we do the SBA 504 real estate and equipment program, doing 90% financing for businesses buying real estate or buying equipment for their business for long-term fixed rates. We're an SBA micro lender, and we are a community development financial institution lender, or CDFI, nonprofit mission-based lender with the sole purpose to serve small businesses, to either get them ready to be bankable or to help them to be able to do more business or more develop a stronger relationship with their bank when their bank can't do a transaction. We live to make communities better and families stronger as champions of job makers, small businesses, which are the engine of our economy.
That's right. That's awesome. And what inspired you to put together this conference 11 years ago?
Great question. So when I started AMPAC, President Bush had issued an executive order to the Small Business Administration, who would become our primary partner in lending as a lender, to be more intentional, not only the SBA, but federal agencies throughout the government, to take burden off of the government from the private sector and do more to be a partner. And he suggested for each agency, but our focus, the Small Business Administration, to engage the faith-based community. They're business owners within the faith-based community. And I like to say, if you've ever gone to an awards program, somebody is going to say, I want to thank my God. So
Right.
why not reach out? The SBA in our area had done a little bit, but they really had struggled with how to engage the faith-based community. I'm actively involved in the faith-based community. My husband is a senior pastor. He's also a seminary professor. So that was really important to me and to our core values, to build our business on engaging the faith-based business community. And that's what we set out to do. We met with the Small Business Administration, Alberto Quijada, who is the district director in the Orange County Inland Empire District Office, and they have supported us since our beginning. And he was so engaged. And he said, why not do a conference? And our pastors advisory committee had said, why not do a conference? Bring
Right.
business and faith-based leaders together. And it's been wonderful. We've had some special times, if I could say it like that, where there were questions about separation of church and state. I've gotten some emails like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? I got a recent email similar to that. But this is not about the separation of church and state. This is about how do we provide resources in with a group of leaders in our community so that they can better advise members of their congregation who are business owners. And this conference helps to bring both together and inform them at the same time, and gives freedoms for people to be able to talk about why my faith matters in my business.
That's awesome. And also, as you mentioned before, I mean, I was pulling some of this off of your website. You know, when you get to the event, obviously you're going to be learning from business leaders, you're meeting industry experts, you're learning best practices for your business, and we'll be celebrating and connecting with each other. What I have found so freeing since I met you and coming to your events. All right. Don't freak out if your phone is going off. It's a, national alert thing right now. So it's all good. If anyone's watching and their phone is freaking out, don't worry. It's just a test of the emergency broadcast system. Okay.
Yes, I see it.
You saw it too? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. My husband actually did a group text to our kids telling them, do not freak out. We'll be getting an emergency test soon. You're safe. It's just a test. Because he didn't want them to be like, what's going on? Anyways, what I was saying is that it's given me such freedom but when I talk about your event with people, in fact, I haven't even shared this with you, and I wish she could come to your event. She was so excited. I was part of the Startup Week this week, downtown Riverside. They're doing the Startup Week. And did you hear about it?
The Riverside or Temecula?
It's the Inland Empire Startup Week. It's this week, FYI. So down at the Fox and the Box, they're doing sessions almost every hour on the hour. So I did it too on Monday, and then I stayed for a couple people after. In fact, Kat Shepard, who's going to be at the event, she spoke after me. And then this woman by the name of, oh my goodness, Leah, her first name. She's a 3-time Olympic gold medal winner.
Oh,
in
wow.
softball. And in her talk, she was, not focusing on it, but she mentioned that her faith is very important to her and she teaches her faith. So afterwards we started talking, and she gave me her book, and I had one signed for you, Hilda. It's called softball, because she's a softball player. softball goals and glory to God or something like that. And it's a 31-day devotional for softball players.
Oh, wow.
I
Oh,
know. And she
exciting.
goes all over the world. She's an ESPN broadcaster.
Oh, wow.
I know. And I didn't even
Next
know
year's speaker?
she's a speaker, and
Yeah,
she's not available on the 11th. I was going to have her like just come as my guest
yeah, of
to the
course.
event anyways, but she was so inspired by me sharing about the event. She
Hmm.
autographed a book for you for me to bring to you, and
Oh,
but she's going on a missions trip.
oh, okay, okay. But I'd
Yeah,
love to see. Maybe she
yeah,
can speak next year. That's exciting.
right. I
Yeah.
know. I
Oh
was
my
like, oh my gosh, she'd be so perfect for this. So anyway, so I'll bring that book to you next week, and I have it upstairs. I was reading it this morning. It applies to softball players, and I'm not a softball player,
God.
um, but I was giving it to my daughter, and she's like, "Mom, this is really good. I'm not a softball player." I said, "I get it," but it's she's niching herself because that's her expertise. But she trains girls softball teams, high school and college, all over the world, and she
Wow.
lives in Eastvale.
Are you kidding? That's so awesome.
I know, right?
Gosh,
Yeah,
that's
and so I was telling her about the JC Supply story, which of course I
Mhm.
butchered. I didn't know the name or anything. But she was so excited to hear that. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, like there's a conference that we can go and like share our God stories." And I was like, "Exactly. That's what this is." Right?
Yeah, that's cool. That's
So I
really
think that for me has been this is what I was trying to get at. It's been for me a freedom to be able to say to be in a room full of people who want to also share their God stories and be so excited about it because I share them anyways, and I'm sure I bug a lot of people. I don't care,
right, right,
but to be around people who want to hear them and share them back with me
right.
is an absolute thrill to me. So
Well,
step back.
the conference also empowers people that you can share them and that you can go to work, you can go to your business and have a prayer room. You don't force people to have a prayer room. I mean,
Right,
go to the prayer room, but you can have that and people can have the freedom to go to a prayer room, right?
right,
Um, or one of the business owners that we honored who, they were going through a rough patch and he began a prayer hour at noon and anyone who wanted to come could come. Um, Different people, different faiths that are part, I mean, people had different faiths who were part of his team, but
right.
eventually everyone was coming to prayer hour
Wow.
just just by offering it. So huge, huge opportunities to make a difference where people want, because if you believe like I do, there's a longing in everyone in their soul that can't be filled by anything or anyone other than the God of the universe, Jesus Christ, in it for me. And so when you make the offer, that triggers something in someone. I just want to experience that. What does that piece? What does that look like?
Right.
And the conference gives people an opportunity to meet people and understand how to get to that freedom.
Right. And the thing is that, like you said, not everybody has to do that. Nobody has to like wave the flag or put it up, but they know that they're leading. In fact, this is one of the questions I had for you is, how to become a faith-based business. That was one thing where I didn't even think of having a prayer room. Like, because I do it at home, why would I have it in a building?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that I heard other people doing it, it was like, oh, that's a cool idea. So that was the other thing about coming to the summit is that you're just getting idea. Even if you get one little nugget, I mean,
Right,
$5 is
right.
nothing to come share with 300 plus people who are faith-based business owners. So can you explain a little bit about what is a faith-based business? What would you qualify as a faith-based?
Right. And that's an interesting way to frame the question, because there is no qualifying, there's no category, there's no box to check.
Right.
It's who you are.
Right.
You identify or you don't.
Right.
Right. And but if you identify, we certainly invite you to come to this conference. And it says the title is faith based, which is the title given when we launched this, because that's how President Bush at the time, the younger Bush, when we launched this, it was the faith-based initiative. And under President Obama, it was the faith-based initiative. And so faith-based, whatever that means to you, right?
Right.
It invites someone who identifies with faith, something higher than themselves, someone higher than themselves, to say, come together with others and let's join forces to talk about how do we intertwine that within our business environment or our work environment for those who don't own a business, but you want to be empowered to do that within your place of work. We focus on businesses because we interact most with businesses, and we're partner of the Small Business Administration. So, but we have a number of people who come to the conference.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I know we were only going to make this a half hour today, but I wanted to make sure I'm going to share the website with everyone here. So you can actually, we're broadcasting right now on the Connecting Faith and Business page on Facebook, and there is an event that you can click on and you can get your ticket today if you'd like. Or if you go to this website, there is also, of course, the connection here. So scroll down on the home page here. Tell a little bit more about the event. Convention details is at the Riverside Convention Center, which I can't believe next Thursday. My goodness, it's coming up fast.
Coming fast.
Right here. I know you are a very busy girl. That's why I didn't want to have this be long. And then you can just register right here. And it's so close. And there's lots of ways that you can see past winners of awards and pictures and interviews. And there's all kinds of great information here on the connectingfaithandbusiness.com website. So you definitely should check that out, everyone. And as I said before, you can simply get a link to this if you don't even want to, if you're so busy, you're like, I don't have time to go on the website. Just text the word faith, F-A-I-T-H, to the number 71441, and a link will be sent to your phone that you can register right from there as well. And if you've been in the past, please share how this event has impacted you and your business. We would love to hear your review. Again, when you text in, there's a link that goes right to our Facebook review site. We would love for you to share how God has blessed you through this conference. And so we can share that out and bring more people to have the blessing of coming to this event.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mary. And thank you for those who are listening in. We'd love to see you next Thursday, October 11th. 2:00 p.m. is registration, and the program begins at 3. Some really great speakers and wonderful people to connect with, and experts who can help you grow your business and get expert advice for no cost. Or I guess it's the $35 registration, but
Right.
its value is much greater than $35. So thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you.
That's awesome. So we look forward to seeing you next Thursday, the 11th. And at noon today, we're going to be having Len Cooper. He's going to be talking about the blessing of mentorship. And he's going to be talking about that at the event as well. So we're looking forward to having him here at noon. So be back if you want to have a lunch and learn. Grab a lunch and come to your computer, and we'll see you then. So Hilda, thank you again for your time.
Have a great day.
Thank you for putting on this event. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.